mean, that's it. So, I mean, oh my goodness. Yeah. Where do you go from that? I mean, there's a lot of stuff to say about it. That's it.
Hundreds of thousands of people crowded together. We saw that even back when the Milwaukee Bucks was playing, and all the people were outside of the stadium, let alone inside. I mean,
Oh.
just shoulder to shoulder and no spikes.
And so here's the deal then. So if that's it, this is the CDC, and this is the kind of stuff that we've been getting all along, which is why people have so many questions, because it's just hard for people to, you know, to get any sense of security when they've got all these questions, because you're skipping over what most people see as very obvious. So I've come up with what I call 5 questions for the CDC and Dr. Fauci. So I've got 5 questions that I think they should be answering on a regular, or answer one time, so that we know what their view is. And here's the first one. All right. Do vaccines keep people from being carriers of the virus? You know, I think everybody knows what the answer to that is, but they won't say that, because that's pretty important to know, because when they start making statements like this is a pandemic of the unvaccinated, that's not really true. Because if vaccinated people are likely to be carriers just as well as unvaccinated, then everybody's, you know, still spreading this thing. Everybody is, not just unvaccinated. So they won't say that though. And all of their statements seem contrary to that. They make it seem like you people who are unvaccinated are, you're the bad guys. So be truthful. Give us something that we can go on, because you're not answering the obvious question. So answer that one for us, so we can start believing you. Let's go with question 2.
I wanted to add to that is causing a lot of division. Before we had division red blue, we had division for other things, Trump, non-Trump, whatever. But now we got a division based on vaccinated and unvaccinated, and it's being pushed by that not answering that question right there, addressing it.
Yeah. So yeah. Right. Okay. Number 2. Why isn't there a big spike after all the unmasked athletic events happening around the country? You've been telling us to wear masks, do this, do that, and don't, you know, socially distance. Okay, we saw Texas A&M, Alabama. That was more than 2 weeks ago. Texas A&M, Alabama, and football season started back in early September. And we've hundreds of thousands in the stadiums, crowding the field. Many unmasked, almost all unmasked. The A&M game, almost everybody unmasked. No social distance. I mean, they're hugging, they're as tight as you can get. And there's been no spike, because you said masking and all those things prevent the spread of the virus. So can you explain that, Dr. Walensky or Dr. Fauci? Please send me at my address. You can send it to my email. Let me know. Come on. Send it to you, raceraces.com. Go to Facebook. Look me up, Carlen T. Charleston on Facebook. Send me that information. We need to know. All right. That's number 2. Number 3, many doctors are saying that natural immunity is as good as vaccine immunity. If so, why does your office keep pushing vaccine immunity without mentioning a word about natural immunity? We never hear about natural immunity. You're not saying that you have to prefer one over the other. Why don't we hear both sides? Why don't we hear that you need that all of these immunities, we're trying to get to immunity? Why isn't immunity the deal? Why is there only vaccine immunity in your book?
Yeah.
Why can't we hear of natural immunity from you?
See, to me, that rings of big pharma, you know.
Big pharma. Big pharma.
That right there is scary, because we all know that being healthier, eating healthier, whatever, exercise and all that helps to build up your immunity. But they're not talking about that.
They don't talk about that at all. They don't bring that up at all. And these are the questions that I have for them. Maybe someone who's watching the show can give me these questions. Wayne, I don't even know. Speaking of technical difficulties, my show isn't even showing up on my phone, so I can see comments.
Yeah, all right. It's a rough day. It's a rough day.
It's a rough day, man. I tell you what, you skip practice, man. All right. Number 4, does hereditary immunity come into play here at all? Hereditary immunity, I haven't even heard them talk about that at all. And so hereditary immunity is the fact that, you know, you could have something in your genetic makeup that prevents you from being able to catch certain diseases or infections. So haven't heard them talk about that at all. And so I don't know, maybe they have a good reason to say, well, that's only applicable for certain types of diseases. Maybe they know stuff that I don't know. I'll grant them that, because I don't have a medical degree, and I don't play one on TV or anything. So maybe they know something I don't know. And
you need to go get one.
Yeah, I think I might do that, man, because I need to know some of this stuff. All right. All right. Number 5, and my 5th and final question is, why do countries with low vaccination rates like Nigeria, which is where I just returned from, why do they have such low case and death rates when they have a vaccination rate at 3%? 3% of the people have been vaccinated there. Now, I checked the numbers. They're about half the size of America. All right. So they've got about 160 million people in Nigeria. They're the 7th largest country in the world, and we're the 3rd, and we've got 330 million. All right. So when you look at their case rates and their death rates, that is not even close. So they're half our size. They have less than 3,000 deaths. We have 739,000 deaths. They had less than 3,000. They have a vaccination rate of 3%. President Biden was trying to get us up to 70%, and we're like at 56% or something like that, totally vaccinated in America. And we've got 739,000 deaths. They've got less than 3,000 deaths in Nigeria. So explain that to me, Dr. Fauci, Dr. Walensky. I need to know. Inquiring minds want to know.
Absolutely.
So,
yeah, that one. That's one of those one in Arsenio Hall. You say it makes you go.
Yeah, these are the questions, you know. And, you know, I would expect that maybe there's some people who are what I call the very supportive of the administration, very pro-vaccine. Maybe they've got answers to these. So if anybody else has got answers to these, I'd really want to hear, because I want to have a constructive discussion about this, because these are just things that make you go,